live from the Retro Toy Swap in Powder Springs. And we are going to wander around and take a look at all of the vendors. I don't know if anybody has joined us here yet, but you might probably, most likely, see it after the fact because more people watch after the live than during. And that's just the way it is, you know. Try to schedule it a little bit ahead of itself. As we're going to start wandering around. Of course, this is Powder Springs at the Treasure Hunt Antique Mall. Treasure Hunt Antique Mall, and I see Blue Splash is here this morning. And this is hosted on the first Saturday every other month by Retroville, which is owned and operated by Martin. He sets this up. And I'll talk about it intermittently, but it's smaller this time because, you know, they can't talk about it, but I will. It's smaller this time because the owners of the antique mall complained, I guess, that it was getting too big. You know, kind of paraphrasing a little bit here. I guess it was too much. So vendors had to be turned away this time. So we got fewer than could have been because they don't want too much of the parking lot taken up. And I'm like, no, that's a mistake. You're hindering growth here because this has gotten to be a very popular show. We'll go ahead and get started. I'll start under the awning. I usually start on the other side, but we'll start under the awning here. We cycle through, and I'll try not to get in trouble for any music. Playful Trails. Oh, it's Gumby and Pokey.
Yeah, I was looking at it just a couple minutes ago. Said she might come back for it
Okay.
because she likes Gumby and Pokey.
Saved by the Bell. Burn that. No,
Shame on you.
you don't have to burn it. It's just a suggestion.
You didn't like that show?
No, I never watched that show.
Oh.
I never got into those like adolescent soap opera kind of stuff. That's a classic toy right there. I love these old robots. Is that Remco or
Ideal.
Marx? Oh, Ideal. Okay. I know Remco, Marx, and Ideal did a ton of that stuff.
Where did you get the Tony the Tiger? There's another one.
It's a skeleton. He was waiting so long he died. Poor guy. That's Brian's Bazaar. And that must be Brian. Oh, look at this.
Toy Biz 5-inch
Yep.
figures.
Toy Biz. Still cheaper than their modern counterparts. Unbelievable. Opus. From Bloom County, a Berkeley Breathe production. Oh, I hate when I see folded flaps. That breaks my heart. Classic Coleco handheld
With the paperwork.
with the paperwork. There you go.
The downside is a couple of these don't have backs,
Uh-oh.
but they got a couple of them got paperwork and instructions. Go figure.
Hey, look at this. Classic skateboard there. Masters of the Universe. And it is a warm and humid day here. Hey, look at this. It's like a theater placard. It's in rough shape, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I know Johnny would like that if he's watching. Johnny Future is really into that kind of stuff. Power Stars, Ming the Merciless. Hey. But it's a very hot and humid day here today. Very hot and humid. Oh, look at this. Be a nice restoration project for somebody. Wacky Racers board game. Robot Truck.
Well, he's normally open. I mean,
Robot truck. I love it.
no.
He was away in the store.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is very warm today. I'm actually sweating out here. Makes me worry about the stuff that we already picked up that I got sitting in the truck. I'm going to have to be careful because I don't want anything to happen to that stuff.
But if it's, that's what I like about this, because then you could,
And I see Steve is with us, as well as Action Joe Figs and Machine Man. Glad you could make it. Blue Splash says that's why I'm slowly moving away from modern. The prices are out of control. I agree. Well, I prefer vintage anyways. That's always my go-to. Is the vintage stuff. I always prefer that. Hey, get the Western Town. Fisher Price, Little People Western Town. That's pretty neat. The old Trooper pistol. At the heat that we're seeing today, I would put that under the table. Actually, those vinyl records, I would stick that under the table. There's Martin from Retroville.
hey guys.
He is the person who organized this, and you can find him at the Treasure Hunt Antique Mall, or you can find his booth here.
Absolutely. All booths are 20% off today as well.
What are you giving me? What's this?
So I'm actually, I just saw there's a guy that has a whole bag of parts of
Okay.
this, and obviously, look, I'm missing two.
Oh, I see.
Two
So you're-
small rockets and two small blue parts. I don't know what blue parts.
I guess you'll just have to look at the photo and try
exactly.
to.
I'm trying to figure out like what blue parts am I missing.
Yeah. You'll figure it out.
Now I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah. Red rockets and blue parts.
You better hope that's the color they printed it in,
Yeah.
because they mix things up.
Oh, you mean like so like red?
Some companies were famous for that sort of thing,
Right,
just mixing things up. It's a loose.
Yeah.
That's a nice.
Got his chest piece right
It
there.
does have the chest piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
There it is.
Yep.
I had to buy it, man. It's the weirdest damn thing I've ever seen.
There's a hot dog vendor setting up. I think, or nachos and hot dogs. So it's like we're at the ballpark or something here. We'll come around more of the shaded area before we go out to where the tents are. Records $5 each. Videos $3. How you doing? And of course, I've already gone through, and I've already picked a few things out. There's the Beetle Bailey set. I'm kind of tempted by that because I have watched the '60s Beetle Bailey show, so I do have a little bit of an affinity for that. These are neat too. I hear my wife's voice in the background. King of the Hill figures, Pink Panther, Wallace and Gromit. Lots of the Muppet Show.
Oh, okay. So I guess we'll see you in Joe Fest. Are you, yeah, Joe Fest. Are you?
You hear my wife in the background, guys. And if I miss your comments,
You're not?
if I miss your comments, there's a lot of glare on my end, so it's hard to see.
Like I told you, the toilet,
Oh,
it was a whole ball
look at
game.
this.
I mean, the place was packed.
You know what that is? Who knows what this is?
I told
It's
you
damaged.
that.
That's from Gachimon, Battle of the Planets, Bendy. I might inquire about that. What is this, vintage cigarettes? Or is this just somebody's stash? Look at that.
All right, sounds great, man.
Yeah, you gotta grab some.
Oh, I will, man. I'll check you out shortly.
Good deal. But yeah, I've already gone through and picked a little bit. bought some stuff, and we'll probably do a video showcasing some of that.
Always love it when you stop
little
by,
bit
my friend.
later.
Don't forget to get these shelf toppers there.
Of these?
Yeah. These are pretty fun right here.
What do you got?
Directly from Japan.
Oh,
Tom and Jerry's big over there.
because they won't edit it. That's why. Keep it original.
Exactly, man.
Well, it was never meant for kids, anyways. It's seriously, it's
seriously, with
it's
the-
movie
with the type
movie
of stuff that, yeah, exactly.
movie shorts.
Exactly.
It was an adult audience, and they forget that. They just edit it for television.
Exactly.
All that stuff, Woody Woodpecker, everything.
Yeah.
People forget that when they get all upset about.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of a fun antique right there. Do you see the guy in front of the spaceship? That is a Gap mailman
Oh, okay.
meant for a dog. It's a chew toy.
Oh, that's neat.
Or Old Navy, excuse me.
Old Navy. That's pretty neat.
Nice stopping by, brother.
Yeah, of course. Some vintage clothing.
How's it going?
Hey, oh, look at this. Don't have a cow, man. Vintage Bart Simpson. Yeah, look at that. Levi's size XX with the Simpsons interior. That's pretty cool.
That's a Levi. That's a good one.
Yeah, yeah. Who remembers these kind of rack toys? Magnetic Troll. Oh, the pencil's gone. Oh no. Rubik's Snake. I had one of these growing up, the Rubik's Snake.
How much off the back?
That's really neat though. It's too big for me though.
It's a cool shirt, man.
I'm almost afraid to ask. You think I should ask how much the Simpsons jacket is?
Sorry, I got a Z90 cap in there too. But that was a Disturbed. That Disturbed was awesome.
What do you got on this?
From when, let's see here. I do have a.
No, you don't.
Julie. I think this one is 100.
Okay.
This one is 100.
All right. It is too big for me. I might could pull off an XL, but I'm not quite that big that I could wear like a double X. I think it would just hang on me. And we'll start heading this way, and we'll take a look at the booths. And I gotta watch out if it goes blank, the audio. It's gonna be because music is interfering, and that's YouTube. Because I'll get in trouble for any music. But yeah, I've already been through, and I picked a little bit, and I actually found some amazing stuff. But I usually do really well at this show. Find a lot of interesting variety overall. It's a fun show. We can take a look at his card there for you. In case you saw something there. I see a lot of McFarlane. Oops. Yeah, McFarlane stuff here. A lot of McFarlane stuff. Halo. And like I said, I'm trying to keep track of the comments, but it is hard to see on my end because I've got a lot of glare, but I know that the imagery is coming through okay. As long as you can see and hear me clearly. And like I said, I'll just try to watch out for comments, and I'll try to go slow enough so you can get a general idea. Again, me personally, I'm much more interested in vintage anything, even if it's something I don't collect, I can appreciate it. There's a bunch of loose stuff. And as I pointed out, I did find some really amazing things, including one real big jaw dropper that when I was walking away with it, people were like, where the hell did that come from? But you'll have to tune in later to find out what that is. You'll have to tune in later, ladies and gentlemen. Hi. VHS, lots of VHS. Making kind of a comeback, actually, VHS. And there's Patrick. Patrick. And again, guys, you know, if you spot anything, I'll try to remember. There's Chris.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are y'all?
Tell people who you are.
My name's Chris. I own the Ones You Loved comics and toys inside of Treasure Hunt Antique Mall. We are 20% off today until 6. So come have some fun, check out the toy swap, and get some cool stuff.
And they can find you at shows a lot too, right?
It shows. I will be, let's see here, I'll be at the Atlanta Comic Convention June 29th.
Okay.
I will be in Smyrna for...
Who did you kill to get in there?
Nobody.
You break somebody's leg?
No
Okay.
killings. And let's see here, Legion Con in Smyrna in August, and
Okay.
some other stuff coming up. So
Okay.
yeah.
You going to the ATL?
No.
Oh, all right.
No, I won't be at that one. I'll be out of town.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
All right.
Y'all have fun, guys.
Yep. Sure. But if you spot something, if I see it, let me know. I love the old. You often see vendors with these bed sheets, and they won't sell them though. They're like, no, I don't want to sell that, and that's okay. I get it.
But she said,
Oh, look
"Who
at
is
this.
that we follow that's gonna be there?"
Prince of
And I
Egypt
said,
with the
"I think I
sealed
know,
with
but
the
I'm not
with the
sure."
little camel.
But yeah, but I can get more.
little camel
Around
prize. That's
somewhere.
pretty
Yeah,
neat.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
He's got $10 on it.
Once the antique mall.
He's got $10 on that. That's not bad at all.
Oh yeah, that's right.
If you're into that. Oh, look at this. Oh no. Look what I found. Yakov Smirnoff. You remember him? What a country. He was something for a minute there. Yeah, a heartbeat in the 80s. He was pretty popular. I hear an updated look at this. That's awesome. I hear an updated version of a song that I think is going to get me in trouble here in a second. Hey, Sega Genesis, Sonic, Taz, Monopoly, Mortal Kombat. 130 your best offer. That's not bad actually. Classic Sega Genesis. Oops, I can't open those for you guys. I can't open those for you guys. Sorry. You're gonna have to wait. No, open by chance. That's us.
Oh, awesome.
Who are you?
I'm a Retro Redhead on IG. You can peep the sign
Okay, where's the sign?
right there out front.
Oh, that's who they are. If you wanted to try to find them, there they go. I see they got some old shirts and stuff. Now I gotta watch this music. Hopefully it's winding down here really quick. You hear that in the background? I know who that is playing that too. But we'll see. We'll see if I got a. Yeah, I blanked out. The audio blanked out for a second there. Look at this. The original television soundtrack. Oh, the soundtrack from the cartoon. That's pretty neat. Audio backup. I see Tommy is there. Who else is here? Frankenfrog. Yeah, because it's hard to see. Oh God. I'll have to come back around and ask about this because I've got the small one. Again, sorry for any audio issues. The music gets me into a lot of trouble on YouTube, so I do have to try to be really careful. And I can still kind of hear it in the background, so I just guess I had better just continue to rapid fire talk for a few seconds, just so that I don't get into trouble with the powers that be, the Google overlords. Or actually, it's Alphabet overlords, because Alphabet owns Google. That's kind of how that works. And you know, it's nothing against the vendors, because they should be able to play their music, and it shouldn't cause any problems with the video. Technically, it shouldn't. Look at this. An Alvin telephone and a Tasmanian Devil Instamatic Polaroid. Look at that. How crazy is this? I don't think I've seen the Polaroid before. Oh, look at this. Somebody already got the...
Yeah. Yeah, he got my Met. He got all three of them. The Metlars, Timberville, and the
Oh my. Oh well. Oh well, what are you gonna do? That's really cool though. But I mean, that's what I come out here to see. There's Furby. You know, some of those Furbies are amazingly expensive now, believe it or not. Let's see. And Ascent, if I can read that correctly, Ascent Chris says, thanks for checking us out. You're welcome. Yeah, I gotta get the bunny now, Frank and Frog. And Paul is here. Who else is here? Eric is here. Yeah, all three Inhumanoids. I mean, even loose those, because they're the jumbo size. If it was a really good price, I might have jumped on it. And it probably was. It probably was. But yeah, I'm gonna have to come back and talk to Dude about that blow mold and see what he wants to do with it. See what he wants to do with it. Pokemon. Again, we're seeing fewer vendors this time than we did previously. Unfortunately, because I guess the mall had an issue with how big it had grown, and they wanted to kind of reel it in. So they reduced Retro to 3 parking lanes. That's why you only see, what, 1, 2, 3 sections out here? They reduced them to 3 parking lanes, and they actually had to turn vendors away. They had to turn vendors away because of they couldn't accommodate as many as wanted to come out here, which is unfortunate because it hinders the growth of the show. To me, you know, I got nothing to do with it. You know, there's nobody I can talk to or say anything to, but from my perspective, it's hindering the growth of the show, and I'm just like, you shouldn't do that. I think it's a mistake, because the more people that come out here, obviously, the more people are gonna come to the mall, right? That's that's the whole idea. And then the mall does a thing where they give you 20% off at the toy booths, because there are actually at the Treasure Hunt Antique Mall, there's a lot of comic and toy booths in here, more than you would find anywhere else. And so it's kind of beneficial to them. Hey, look at that. There's Cheetos and Frosted Flakes already from, who was it, Loyal Subjects? No, Jada. There's the new Mega Man already. I haven't seen these anywhere, except for sale online. And again, be sure to watch out for our upcoming video showing our haul.
Yeah, he was buying stuff. He's got
because we do have
He's got
one.
both his fists, he's got his missile in his chest.
Oh, this is the guy that Martin was talking about that has the
Fist. And
Micronaut stuff.
there's a bag over here with special cards for some stuff.
Let me come around this side here.
Mules and that goes to Andromeda, which is
See, look at that.
with him.
How much is
Asked for 80 for both of them. For him and the horse, because they kind of go together.
Let me see if I can read this. Again, the glare's bad.
And turn him into a centaur.
Uh,
The horse has got a broke leg, but it's been repaired.
trying to see. Legends.
They would be much more if they were.
Oh yeah, thank you, Legends. And I'll talk about that on our next live stream.
And that is
3 of our cats were lost. 3 of our shelter cats were lost, but they have all been safely recovered. And I have not had an opportunity really to discuss that. I haven't had a chance to talk about that at all yet, which is why on the last live stream I had indicated that I was actually a little depressed. But here's a classic toy. But yes, they are, all 3 of them are safe and sound right now. Our little friends. Look at that. Jerry the King Lawler. Mr. Peanut Butter Machine. Ninja Turtle watches. That's cool. I remember these actually. A lot of VHS today. You notice that? A lot of VHS out here today. That's cool.
Oh yeah, dude. Speaking of, there's some old
And Munin is here. Glad you could join us today as I do our live walkthrough. Hey, look at this. Still has the tag too. It's Smurfette. More Pokemon, some video game stuff. The Nintendo DS. I have a 3DS, actually. I used to use quite a bit. I got a lot of classic video game stuff. As you guys well know, I'm really not even interested in looking at any of the modern systems. And most of the time, oh, Munin wants to know if there's going to be a live tonight. Not sure yet. Actually, not sure yet. If we're going to be able to do that, but we'll see. Well, that guy's got that music cranked. Again, hopefully it doesn't get me in trouble. Look at this. The vintage pressed steel friction trucks. And that's what it is, these back tires. They probably, it doesn't, oh, it does still work. It does still move. Not very well though. It needs to be oiled and worked on. A lot of Greyhound buses. That is awesome. See, look at that. You don't see that kind of stuff. This is what I come out here for. And those look like Ginnies. Yes, they are. Some Ginny dolls. I guess Lucille Ball as the Carmen Miranda, it looks like. I don't think I've ever seen boxed Ginnies out here before. Care Bears, those are original looking. And the sit and spin. I wonder if LPH saw that sit and spin. And Munin wants to know about the Fantastic Four movie. And there's Robert online. No saves the world. And now everybody's upset. That's a cool vintage piece right there. I've seen this before. I forget who made it. And then this vibration board football. Johnny would love that from MIB Master Toy Museum. Johnny would love that, I think. But yeah, and I feel some kind of way about it actually, because look at that. Never separated from the tree. Because the look, the Silver Age look of the Silver Age. Oh my God, Penny the Poodle. Get out of here.
Yeah, you're kind of right, because I think JFK is the one who started.
From Marks. In the box. They get $100 on it.
It's not the most flattering.
But yeah, the Silver Age look of the new film looks really good to me.
Thank you.
Looks really good to me.
I tell you, I've got something interesting. These guys right here, that was one of the first plastic toys made after the war when they released plastic to the toy industry. And they made
gonna let you hear
millions of
him.
these guys.
I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, I got it, yeah.
Oh my God. But yeah, the Silver Age look of that film was really appealing to me. But then what I've heard about it, it doesn't sound good. And Renard is here having fun, he asks. Yes, this is... I know what this is. It's the Odd Dog. That's so cool to see. That is so cool to see. Oh, this is some great stuff. Lightning Granny Bug in the box. Which, is there one in this box? Oh, this is the box for there. Frustration Ball. Time Bomb. Tick, tick. Time Bomb. What's he got on that? That, I know what this game is, and it came in like 4 different colors, and it is a big plastic bomb. And that's a really good price for that, actually. Get the bear. I just, and yeah, it's a Lewis Marks. I thought so. Oh my God. Various Mr. Machines.
This little guy here, there was a little metal thing. I meant to buy the metal thing.
Death by Falling Down roller skates. I remember these, and these things weigh a ton too. If you remember, I can't show you. The toucan, googly toucan. Oh no. Tick-tock clock. Viewmaster. Look at Korg. There's just some scraps in here. Apple Way. Daniel Boone. Clancy the Great. That's Clancy. And the lion. I don't remember the lion's name. Oh, he's got the box for the Odd Dog. $200. That's not bad either. The big parade. He's got 2 of them. Player piano. Oh man. Another lion. He must be collecting this stuff and just trying to thin out.
I got 4 of these guys. They come up pretty often. This guy never.
Sorry, I just got lost in here for a minute.
Thursday in the middle of the day.
Oh, the Marks win a prize.
Any idea what year that might be?
Hey, well, it's got a barcode on it.
And Tommy says, how are those skates not rusted? I know, they are in fantastic shape. Look at that, with the iron wheels. But yeah, you remember these leather straps? You'd break your neck on those things. I remember those.
Putty as hard as a rock in there. $10 if you want it. Yeah.
Homers.
Oh.
That's what that is. And the Homer Rubik's. Oh, he's got 3 of the bears. I am done. I wish I had like about $1,000 on me right now. You know, I'm not a It looks like it sometimes because of the because of our collection, but that's decades. You know, I'm not a rich man per se, but when I see stuff like that, it knocks me out. I'd love to just wipe out his whole collection. Trinessa, look in this guy's booth. He's got all 60s Mark stuff. It's crazy. I know, it knocked me out. This stuff in here, I haven't seen at shows ever. You know? Odd Og and stuff like that. Clancy the Great. You don't see this stuff at conventions. Ever. Like, wow. Yeah, Tommy says amazing stuff indeed. That is incredible. I wish I had some extra cash on me right now. And there's a blow mold back there too, a big one. I wanted to talk to him when I get a chance. Because we've already been around shopping, and you got more records.
Yeah.
Oh God! All right, that's cool. That is very cool.
Yeah, I couldn't pass that one by.
Oh no, how could you?
I would love that.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, look at that.
It works too. That's the Odd Og, and he's got the ladybug too.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's almost heartbreaking walking away from that booth now. That's like being a starving man and passing by people eating in a restaurant. I'll try to get in here real quick and look. But I mean, that's the kind of stuff I come out here to see, honestly. And you find more of that kind of thing at the retro. I mean, I'll always promote the retro as long as something doesn't get weird.
There you go. Look at that.
Because I have had some of the best luck at the retro.
Bundled up. Free.
As my wife being social. Oh, look, cuties. Try to stay out of everybody's way here.
Is that Mark's? You're already selling it?
Oh, look at the toy box. Ninja Turtle toy box. Sewer hockey. That's just amazing. And the Donatello, the Ninja Turtle chest. You seen
No,
the
I'm messing with
seen
you.
the Ninja Turtle toy box?
Yeah, he got a lot of Ninja Turtle.
I see
type
that.
things.
And then look at all of the lunch boxes. Batman.
Okay, you don't.
These are from Burger King. I remember.
You don't never comment.
Robot. Mad Balls. That's a Kid Robot reproduction, though. Oh, look at this stuff. Cabbage Patch Crib. I'd love to get one of those again. Oh, look at the Return of the Jedi desk.
Okay, that's not too bad.
A little child's desk. That's awesome. I don't know if I have any. And Axel is here. It's hard to see. It's hard to see on my end. I'll try to catch your comments. Let me see who was that. Envitio, is that correct? From Venezuela. Thanks for joining us. Look.
But then he started doing it live. So he's doing it live. Yeah.
Oh my God. I might come back for that. If I have anywhere to put it. Look. The garage. That's not bad at all for that garage. And then the airport. Fisher Price toolkit. That's a good price, regardless. And it looks like everything's in there. Fisher Price toolkit, anybody? Wow. Oh, look at this. I almost missed it. Another vintage jacket.
So if you
I may come back for, that's 2 things I want to double back on. Actually 3, because I want to go back through that guy's Mark's booth again and just see if I can get anything. I mean, his prices are actually really good, but it's just, again, even with a good price like that at Milton Bradley bomb game, I know it's more than $100. But do I have an extra $100 to spare right now is the question. Because, you know, I can only do so much. Axel wants to know what the number tags are beside the. Oh, is something they're doing on the. That's, you mean next to your comment? That's something new that YouTube is doing. I don't know too much about it actually.
What's that thing right there?
Toy Biz Battle Builders. I'll tell you what, you never see these. Never. They're not very expensive either, but you never see them.
Yeah, I think everybody got together and said,
Look at this thing. My wife has this one in transparent blue. The TV. And Vitio, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. He says he loves vintage toys. So do I. I mean, I appreciate all of it, but more so. Hold on, that's classic. More so, I always appreciate the vintage, because vintage stuff just has better play value to me. Has better play value.
Warner Brothers published like, what's the first one?
Uh-oh. Just missing his mustache. They thought I wouldn't notice, but I did.
Nice. Get a good price on it?
$24 for a complete manual?
That's awesome. Okay.
It's a mask. See if I can work my way through here. Let you guys see.
No.
There's a Game Boy.
I got bags.
Chipmunks lunchbox. Evil Knievel.
Oh, good enough.
This is neat. Look at this. A Playco Ghostbusters. Pac-Man. I almost said Ghostbusters. Pac-Man target game. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I know the hard ones to find are the ones with pets and stuff. Yeah, I have the complete. I even have Dragonfly. Oh wow. Yeah.
Zoid Masters, Mighty Men and Monster Maker, Count Creepyhead and Friends, Play-Doh set.
Yeah, they're fun.
It's few and far between that will buy. Yeah, but when they, do
Dukes of Hazzard, carded by Ideal. Dukes of Hazzard card game. Tyco Transformers. Mr. T. Card game. Polly Pocket. Wicked. Indiana Jones been through the mill. Oh man, look at his leg. Poor Indiana. I named the dog Indy. Boltenstein. We cascade through here. I got one more row to do after this one. So we look through, and then I got a couple of things. Like I said, I'm going to double back. Double back and see if I can wheel and deal a little bit. And then we'll do a separate video showing the haul. I know Munin asked again if there was going to be a live tonight, but you know, I'm not sure yet. It depends on how the day goes. We didn't do one last week, did we? I don't think we did one last week. Build-A-Bear Workshop.
Especially like the alt 80s stuff. Yeah.
There's Chris again.
They sound really like pop alternative 80s.
This guy's selling all stuffed animals. Cleaned and sanitized. Cleaned and sanitized.
The singer of Turnstile is very.
Oh, look at this thing.
I went to that one in dang Tampa one time all weekend. It wasn't the fact that I had a month for a month. I had a lunch. So much so that I went back.
More mask. And 3D printed giant Lego characters is what these are.
Even the other vendors, nobody was selling that. So even the other vendors were like, you must, and it was live. People were just looking for something to do inside. Nobody was there buying.
Axel wants me to grab that Pac-Man game.
I like that too.
Bunch of model kits. Oh, laser tag. Got 2 laser tag kits. They're open, but they still have the foam inserts. That was real popular once upon a time. And Flintstone kits, you don't see those often either. Bedrock Airlines, it says. Teddy Ruxpin. Oh, look at this.
I think it's still good, like Martin Nicholson voicing, but like the face throws me off a little bit.
It looks like ET uncut sticker sheets, actually.
Sticker card.
Yeah. What'd you have on there?
It's got 25 sheets.
Okay.
Because I have the Irish the Nova Fett.
Okay, I can walk. I'm gonna walk my mom to the bathroom. Okay, you walk your mom to the
$100 on Teddy. I wonder if he works. Big Jim rescue rig. Action Team Wigwam. Military muscle hovercraft with figures. You don't see military muscle ever either. Look, my wife has a set of these, the Wing Commander. Hey, Bonanza. These are American Character, 1967. Took me a second. Police Academy. That's the Remco Energized Spider-Man. Trouble Patrol police chase set. Trouble Patrol, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Axel had one of those laser tag gun kits. It was excellent. Yeah, and there was a lot of knockoffs too. But yeah, that was very, very popular in the 80s and even in the 90s. The laser tag or things like it. There's LPH again, the lovely Miss Lady Pop Hunter. I adore her.
And I want to start a record collection,
Hello.
right? But the thing is, I want to find one first.
Is that first?
Making your way around.
Yes.
Yeah. That's an interesting display rack. I wonder what it originally held.
Sorry, it's my husband's shirt. And I was like, wait a minute.
So we're getting through here. More newer stuff. Look at the Donald Duck ride-on. Still has the sticker. I think that's Mark's. I could be wrong. Classic Tonka.
No, sorry.
Uncle Wiggly game. Mousetrap. Look at the Mr. T book and cassette. They should have made a talking Mr. T like Teddy Ruxpin. What do you think? Those are original. Bunch of Nightmare Before Christmas. Those are neat from Gabriel. You don't see these often. Or these trapeze characters. Be careful with them there. There's Brian. Brian is joining us. Yeah, it's live. You want to say something? Oh, okay.
Don't you have like a museum or something down in like Conyers or somewhere?
Yeah.
Do you have a business card? Because I want to come down there and see it one day. You bought some stuff from me last time you were here.
No, I think I'm.
Sure.
Appreciate you.
Oh yeah. Did you have that castle? You still have it? Or you didn't put it together yet?
No, I have it.
Okay.
And I've got I had all the pieces.
Okay.
Well, grandson got a hold of it. Now I'm missing some pieces,
Uh-oh.
so that's why I didn't bring it today. So I've got several things that he's gotten into,
Okay.
and I gotta find the pieces.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember I was asking about the castle.
I've got some of it, but I'm
Okay.
missing just a few things. I'll let you know if I find it.
Okay, I appreciate it. Starcom Pinball from Tomy. These old pinball games are a blast. Look at that. That's nice. I like this. KB Toy Store. The original price tag KB was $30 marked down from $40.
I just can't use them right now versus this being so hot, you know?
And this is a guy who usually has a lot of vintage
I could do a little
Japanese anime soundtracks.
But I kind of want to get cash.
And I have bought a few from him before.
I always will
And
look.
these are in
Never
nice,
look.
these are in like
Sometimes the answer will be
fantastic
yes.
shape, and they are vintage. These are 70s and 80s soundtracks.
Find any good deals today so far?
And again, if I don't see your comment, if I don't see your comments, it's hard to. It's kind of hard for me to see on my end because there's a lot of glare. It's in the 90s today, and it is very humid. Oh, naked Michael Jackson. Charlie McCarthy meets Snow White. Oh my God. Asterix. You know who would this? Martin would like these Asterix magazines. I'll tell him if I can remember. I don't always remember everything. You see a lot of these Foot Lockers. There's Chucky. Another Chucky. That's neat. Some Simpson stuff. Looks like some modern coming around here. Oh, look at this. So Pac-Man Windbreaker. That's cool. Remember when windbreakers were popular once upon a time?
Okay.
Hey, Dad.
Cool. Star Trek.
Star Trek Triple.
That came in Luke.
Yes, it looks great.
There's the Hulk train set. I have the Spider-Man one. I have the Spider-Man version of that same train set.
Where I got this from?
We'll coming around to the last row, actually, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who've been sticking it out with us here, we've been on for almost an hour. Actually, on for almost an hour, and I'll have to walk back through because there's a couple of things. There's like 2 or 3 things I've seen that I would like as a bunch of masks. You know, value on that. I don't know if I mentioned it. I think I did. Came way down when they found that warehouse full of them down in like Argentina or something.
Sorry, excuse me.
That's all right. He's always missing his mustache. Poor guy.
It was buried in the box.
Yeah. I think a lot of kids pull that mustache out. Oh, what do they call these? I can't remember. Furskins, I think.
Yes.
And that's
the Furskins.
the Wendy's set.
$10.
Fisher-Price submarine. Oh, look at these. The other world. From Arco. Oh, that's just too much. It's Sony Pressman. But yeah, there's a handful of things. Oh no, look at this. Handful of things I wanted to double back on. That's pretty cool. And see if I can get a good price. A few things that caught my eye. Again, I've already been through shopping and I found some surprises, but look at this. I found some real surprises. And this guy does woodworking. This is kind of reminiscent of what you see at a lot of shows.
It's missing the computer monitor.
There's arts and crafts kind of stuff. Some banners. Pokemon. Santa. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Star Wars.
One of them are my favorite.
Let's see here.
Obi-Wan, the goat.
What does that say? I can't read it.
Vader Slayer.
I'm trying to see the name. It's so much glare, it's hard to see.
Who cut this guy's hand off?
That's what happened in Empire Strikes Back, or Return of the Jedi.
Someone was asking if there's any Ferret comics. I didn't see anything like that. we get into the under the shade, I can read the name. It's Woodsy. Wanted to know if there was any Parrot comics. And Munin wants to know about the crown. I have it. It's in the truck. I'm not wearing it because it's just way too warm out here. It's like 90-something degrees and it's very humid. So it was kind of uncomfortable at the moment.
Do a Dorn massacre.
And this guy on the end here always has a lot of weird 60s and 70s stuff.
Good luck. What I want to do is do a little scene where, because I've got the Captain X and Ultraman outfit. Oh, that's cool.
The wall plate, the old switch plate.
As if they're both, you know, getting out of the costumes, doing a filming. Oh, that's cool. Awesome. All right, take care, man.
I remember these Archer Spacemen. I had some of these when I was a kid. Marauder Bendables, Howdy Doody Clock, that Crime Buster. I'd love to get that Crime Buster. It's not in the budget. Some Captain Action.
Yeah, I wouldn't look at your stuff. You're going crazy up on that second one.
This guy gets a lot of this kind of stuff. And I did get something from him earlier. Look at this. Play School Golden Book puzzles still in the package.
See.
The Lux Soap Beatles blow up doll set. That's really cool. That is really cool. And there's a copy of the ad for it. And then the bobblehead set. See, he gets a lot of weird stuff like this. It's actually worth quite a bit. Those are reproductions, obviously, on the G.I. Joes, but oh, Supercar, Jerry Anderson board game. And refrigerator magnets, remember these? And then all these 7-Eleven cups. The 7-Eleven made tons of this kind of stuff. $10 a piece. It's got some sci-fi paperbacks. And then poor Tubby. Tubby's only $8 though. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. There's Second Chance. From Second Chance Toys. There he is. You're not getting away that easy.
Hi, David.
Have any good luck?
Good. Doing well.
Excellent.
Hey, I wanted to let you know that up at the top of this row, there's some stuff you might want to look at.
What's that?
There's some smalls. But it's kind of like down in boxes.
Oh, at the end?
Not necessarily in the end. It might be right there at the end, close to the end. I think I saw Carlos's dog just bit him. Or something.
It's probably hot.
Anyway, there's like a little bitty down on the side of a box down on the ground. There's a Batman box.
Okay.
And it looks like it might be playing cards or flashcards or something like that. And then there's some other cardboard up there that you might want to look at.
Okay.
All right.
All right, thanks.
All right, man. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see you. Let me get out of the way here. That was, of course, Second Chance Toys. You see it on their trailer there because they are a big local toy shop. You can recommend checking them out. It's one of the largest in the
I can't blame you, man. I mean, I watched it in the last
largest in the state, probably. Yeah, the poor dog must be too hot. That's what he was saying, is that puppy just bit somebody. But yeah, it's pretty warm, so you know, animals get temperamental. And what is this? Two Old Geek says the Beetle blow up set was interesting. Yeah, you never see that stuff. You never see that stuff. I'm not sure what he was talking about in a bin back here. As you know, I'll get ready to wrap up here in a little bit. But I don't know if he knows what I'm looking for.
He would have had fits if he just saw that razor crest.
Something in a bin.
That's going to be fine. I would say anything like the coffee.
Smalls, he said. I think I hear my wife again.
But there might be
There's some
that bleeds through.
Masters of the Universe,
Yeah.
some ornaments.
I had to when they announced they're doing a sequel.
I'm not sure what he was referring to. You know, I don't usually pick bins too much, honestly. I know some people have luck with them, but I don't display too much loose stuff either, you know. But there we are. Again, I've already been shopping through, and there are a couple of things I want to take another second look at, second glance at, see if I can do some negotiation. There's Santa again. Merry Christmas, everybody. So, what? We're just over an hour here. Just over an hour. And let me see if I can read this comment. It says, Brian wants to know that they have good food there. I have no idea because, you know, I'm not likely to eat vendor food. They do have a vendor out here with like nachos and hot dogs and stuff like that. But you know, I probably wouldn't eat that kind of stuff anyway. So I have no idea. I have no idea. But there we are. Like I said, watch out because we have a haul video. Not sure if we're going to do a live this evening or not, but we will do a haul to show some of what we picked up, share that with everybody. There's LPH again. So I'll go ahead and sign off. Thanks for joining us here this morning. Hope you all had a good time. If you ever get the chance, the Retro Toy Swap in Powder Springs out here at the Antique Treasure Hunt Mall, it's every other month, first Saturday of the month. And it's one of the biggest hidden gems as far as Georgia toy shows are concerned. Because where? Oh yeah, you're right.
Kit.
Because they these vendor spots are very inexpensive. I think they're like $20 a booth. So people come out here to just unload their collections. Most of the people here are not actual vendors, and so that's why you can often get really great prices on things here. So yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks everybody for joining us. Hope you had a good time. And we will catch you again soon.